Fun fact, I just lost my job 2 weeks ago.
How? I'm not depressed, I'm poor.
I work hard.
You need $800,000 minimum for a house in New Jersey, and it probably needs work.
The economy is crumbling, costs are soaring, and every day feels like a fight just to get by. In this video, we're diving into the real lives of the people that are dealing with the cost of living and how it's impacting their lives.
Paycheck. Well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me put it in perspective for you. I had $1.83 in my bank. I just swiped credit at the gas pump so I could get $10 for gas because I was on E, my friend. And hopefully in 2 business days, I get that $10 back in my account because my bank does not play, man. They charged me $40 in overdraft fees because I was overdrafted 7 pennies. I ain't even playing it. Banks do not mess around with their money, even if it's 7 pennies. So, all that to say, please hit all these buttons so I can get TikTok paid and get my $10. Love you, bye.
It's official. We have an economic crisis manifesting as a mental health crisis because I was forced to sell my truck this week. It was my dream truck. I saved for that for a long time. But it had some issues. The dealership shouldn't have sold it, and I didn't have the money to fix it, so I had to get rid of it. And it's a big bummer. It's a Toyota Tacoma. I was thinking I was going to give that to my kid one day. Those things are supposed to outlive cockroaches. But I left it at a used car dealership, and I have a check, right? Put that check into the account, and oh my God, just having some numbers move to the other side of a decimal point is enough for me to sleep better. My mood improved. I'm making some plans. I'm not depressed. I'm poor. That's how many of us are. Well, what's wrong with me? ADHD, bipolar. No, I'm surviving. I'm treading water every single day as life just keeps throwing bricks at me.
I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Anyone living in the New York, New Jersey area is suffering. And to be honest, based on your comments on all my other posts, most of America is suffering. The rent is astronomical. And mortgages these days? Yeah, no, not happening. You need $800,000 minimum for a house in New Jersey, and it probably needs work. My husband went back to school and got a degree in engineering just so that I could stay home and I wouldn't have to work. Because currently I am 6 months pregnant. But guess what? That one salary is not enough. So now he's looking into getting another part-time job. This is not normal. But here's the thing. I'm not willing to sit back and complain when this is clearly our new reality. So here's what I'm going to do about it. God put it on my heart to create events. And I'm going to invite guest speakers who are experts on topics like financial investing or home ownership. I will go into cities, put these events on, and have these experts flood the city with information. Because knowledge is power. And if we don't get knowledge and figure something out, we're going to keep being on this hamster wheel. And I'm trying to get off the wheel. But I also can't sit back and watch other people being on the wheel as well. So upon praying in my little prayer closet, God has placed on my heart to create a clothing line. And this clothing line is all about goodness. But this clothing line is also the brand that's putting on these events. So you're going to get a whole lot of information that you need to learn and grow. And then I'll have my positive motivational clothing at the events as merch. My clothing just finished and shipped. My first event is in December. This has been really freaking hard. And only God knows if I'm actually going to be able to help people. So if you want to see what happens, follow me on this journey.
As we're watching the U.S. economy take a very sharp nosedive, I would just like to go over a few things that have bothered me over the years, just living here and experiencing this system as a young adult. Fun fact, I just lost my job 2 weeks ago. Now, I would be considered one of the lucky ones because I'm actually getting interviews and talking to actual people. I cannot say for some people that they're even talking to actual people or even being considered for positions at this moment in time. So, in that aspect, I am luckier than most. And as a person who is unmarried in this economy and doesn't have any kids, it's 10 times harder for you to get support from any sort of state assistance because you are single and you don't have any kids. The unemployment system is also because these states really determine what they feel is a quote good cause behind you leaving that job. So, for example, being in a toxic work environment is just not enough to prove that you weren't willing and able, quote unquote, to do that job. Having an illness is not enough to prove that you were willing and able to do that job. And even after you provide the proof, unemployment can still deny you for other factors. And the employers can also contest those facts so they do not have to come up out of their pocket to pay you for whatever damages they've caused to you mentally, emotionally, physically, etc. Homelessness is going to become a real issue, but homelessness is also being criminalized. But a lot of people aren't finding any jobs because the jobs are drying up. Big corporations are only hiring internally, so they don't want to outsource and seek out candidates externally because it costs too much money. It costs way too much money to hire out externally, buying out contracts. It costs too much money. And these people are being cheap now because the economy is starting to slowly go downhill. And as I said earlier, I would be considered one of the lucky ones to be getting as many interviews as I do have because I have 3 of them coming up. But at the same time, not everybody has been really blessed with that ability to just bounce back. Like, a lot of us are struggling. On the human side of all of this, a lot of us are struggling. A lot of us have lost jobs and haven't been able to bounce back for months, almost years.
The state of America's finances has to be just horrendous. Because let me tell you, I work 60 hours, um, kind of routinely. That's the average week for me, 60 hours and up. And I hurt my ankle, I hurt my foot. Um, and the amount of anxiety I feel when I'm not able to go out and do what I normally do is I can't even sleep. It's crazy, right? And all I think is I'm not doing that bad. I'm not. I'm
Is
a lot of people are having it much worse. It's not like I don't know. It's just it's a mental thing. Like you know everything is so expensive that you can't stop turning the wheel. And I feel like they have all Americans in that position where you feel guilty for not going to work or running your business or taking a day off because you know everything catches up super quick. Like whatever it is, it'll hit you in 2 weeks. Everything you work for could be gone. So I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but they need to fix something. Something. The greed is too much. It's too much. The greed is too much. Like things are expensive at an all-time high across the board. You pick an item, it doesn't matter. It's crazy. The stockholders, the shareholders, the CEOs, $1 million compensation pay. And I work hard. There's a lot of people that you know are just struggling regardless. This just can't. I don't know. I don't know how you sustain this. You can't even get hurt. Like you can't afford to get hurt. Yeah.
To everybody that's by themselves, that pay their bills by themselves, make ends meet by themselves. When they fall by themselves, and they gotta pick themselves up by themselves. How are we doing? Cause me, I feel like I'm losing this battle. God be with me.
Since the dawn of the 4 for $4 deal at Wendy's, I have gotten the exact same order every single time. It's been like 6 years, probably more. And it was a junior bacon cheeseburger with spicy chicken nuggets, barbecue sauce on the side, and a chocolate frosty. Every single time. It was exactly $4.25. Every single time. I had the $4 and quarter ready every time that I pulled in. And then inflation and menu changes hit. And why did I just pay $7.81 on what is supposed to be a $4 meal? What is it? What? I did make an adjustment to my order. I got their caramel ribbon toffee thing. It's really good. It was worth it. It was an extra 50 cents. And that's okay. It was an extra 50 cents. But why am I getting charged an extra $1 for spicy nuggets? Never have I been charged extra for spicy nuggets. Well, never. Like 6 years ago. But, oh, and I got a junior bacon cheeseburger again. But that was eaten already. But yeah, I was just, and it's not about the price. It is about the price. But I had a gift card, so it was okay for today. Because all I had to pay was $1. But, no, menu changes, new things start coming out, and it makes me want to try different things like this. The toffee bites feel like Pop Rocks. Like, they're not popping in my mouth, but like that sort of crunch to them. Really good. And then I did have a coupon on the app for saucy nuggets. So I got buffalo. I'm very excited to try these. So that'll be new for me as well. And I'm always happy when I get Wendy's. And I just, needed to come on here and tell you about my changes to my order.
These are their stories. Hardworking people doing everything they can to survive, but it's never enough. Every day is a new problem, never having money for even the basics of life. I hope you can sympathize with them in this video, but I hope this has shown you what is happening to this economy and how it's crushing everyone.